Well, the trend we've seen here recently, basically since New Year's, has been mainly below normal temperature-wise for us here. We had last Monday was the one bright spot as far as that concerned. And notice most of last week we were double digits, 10 to 15 degrees below average for us here. Tracking a lot of high mid-level clouds working their way through the area for us this afternoon. Checking in with those temperatures, though, only into the mid 40s across the area. You'll notice, though, you get to northern part of Pitt, Martin, and Bertie County, starting to see those clouds thin out a little bit. We'll see some of that drier air start to work in with increasing amounts of sunshine as we go on through the day today. And those westerly winds, not all that strong, but they do put that chill into the air and knocks those temperatures down by at least 5 degrees across the area. There's a storm system down along the Gulf Coast. We're just kind of on the northern fringe of it for us here. And as a result, we're going to be seeing these high level clouds start to work their way out of here. Notice back here across northern North Carolina and going into Virginia. Yeah, that white isn't moving. They've still got some snow on the ground from last week sitting back there in the Shenandoah Valley. Highest temperatures today, upper 40s to maybe near 50 degrees, especially areas like Greenville, Williamson, Windsor. If we start to see some of that sunshine popping out this afternoon, a little bit better, but still running about 5 degrees below average for this time of year. Then we clear out as we head overnight tonight. 20s and even at or below that freezing mark along the coastal areas for us here. There's that storm system cutting across from the west side of Florida. It's going to get off the east side of Florida later tonight. Not going to be a big deal for us here, just kind of grazing off towards the south. There is a couple dry fronts we're going to be watching. The first one comes through and keeps that system well off to the south. The second one, though, that brings another direct discharge of Arctic air right out of the Canadian prairies, right down to us here in eastern Carolina. And that's why we are going to look at those northwesterly winds kicking in on Wednesday, bringing that colder air in here so the temperatures dip down. Then eventually this high pressure will slide off of the coast. Area low pressure coming out of the desert southwest, just like we saw this past weekend. But this time it looks like it's bringing warm air with it. So unfortunately, just in time for the weekend, those look like scattered showers around the neighborhood here. But again, those temperatures will warm up. And then as soon as that system goes by, we're right back below average for temperatures going into the early part of next week.